Johnny Murr here, and today we're going to be talking about Turok Origins. Oh my gosh, Turok is back. Back? What? You gotta be kidding me. Okay, listen, I went crazy when this game was announced because I have such a history with Turok, and I love Turok, and I just love dinosaur, and dinosaur games are something we rarely get, and when we do get them, they're usually like mid or just good at best. And so this is super duper exciting. We're gonna talk about it. I have a couple things I want to say. I don't really have much details. Us as a collective don't really have much details about this game to begin with, but I'm really just going to be talking about my thoughts, what my expectations are, and just stuff. We're going to be going over, breaking down some of the things. Yeah, this is a game that was just announced at the Game Awards 2024, and I'm doing a bunch of videos covering a bunch of different games that were announced here. We just covered Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, as well as we just did a full recap and review of the show. I think the show was a 10 out of 10. It was absolutely amazing. But if you guys love video games, there's a lot happening right now, and we cover video games daily on the channel, so I appreciate any support. If you guys feel like subscribing, I appreciate that. Share with your friends, appreciate that as well. Appreciate all the support, especially on the video right here. Leave a comment. What's your hype level for Turok Origins, if any? And let's get talking about Turok Origins, because like I said, I have a history with Turok. Number one, this game is such a childhood game, because this is a game that I played back on my PS3 when I wasn't as into gaming as I was. I just played games because I thought it looked fun or what was fun. I didn't know how historic Turok was. I didn't know like what made games good. I didn't know gaming. I just played Mario Bros. I played Smash Bros. I played like WWE, and then I saw dinosaurs, and I was like, "Yo, I wanna play that," and I just absolutely loved it because it was just such a, I don't know, it's just such an interesting franchise and take on a shooter mixed with dinosaurs. Like it's first person, but you get like bow and arrows, you get like this like kind of like Gears of War vibe to it, kind of in a way. But it's like first person dinosaurs. I'm gonna say dinosaurs a lot in this video. I'm gonna let you know right now. But I just always loved this game, man. It was always just one of my favorite PS3 games growing up. And I didn't really think it ever meant anything until I got into gaming and I heard people talking about Turok. Anytime a dinosaur trailer would start playing, people would just start being like, "Yo, imagine if this was a Turok game." And like every time I heard that, I'm like, are they talking about that one game that like I used to play on the PS3? Like, I didn't even think people cared about it. Turns out they do, and people have been asking for this forever. And ever since I actually got into gaming around 2018, I've been one of those people. I'm like, yo, imagine a modern Turok game. Imagine Turok came back. We need it. The streets need it. The dino fans like myself need it. And in 2024, I can officially say Turok Origins exists. Oh, I'm so excited, bro. Like, this was such a surprise. Like, there are games, no, granted, this isn't one of my favorite announcements during the whole show, but this is easily one of the biggest surprises during the show. I mean, a top 3 surprise for me. Just because it's just so unexpected. So unexpected. We didn't hear leaks. We didn't hear rumors. We didn't hear nothing. It just, the trailer started. It showed Saber Interactive. We're going to talk about that. And it showed Universal, which is so weird. Completely random. And then it just shows like the jungle, like weird mushroom bushes. And then you see a dude run past and you see a dinosaur and you're like, oh, what the? Oh, okay, dinosaur game. And then you see like this futuristic axe and character, and you're like, man, like what is going on? Like, I'm thinking Arc 2. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this like Dino Crisis? What happened? And then next thing you know, it just shows Turok, and I'm like, what? What happened? Like, who greenlit this? Because they need a raise. It was just so exciting. If you haven't watched my reaction, it's on the channel. Go check it out. There are no timestamps, unfortunately. I should probably do that. I'm gonna put timestamps in there. But man, it was just so hype seeing Turok back, man. I just seen the logo with the eye too, because I also got this thing right here. I know there's a little mark on it, but just ignore. Turok 2, man. Seeds of Evil is what it's called. It has the little dino eye as the O. And it brought that back in the Turok Origins trailer and logo. And it's just so nostalgic. It's so awesome to me. But something I want to talk about is just what we saw in the trailer and how I'm feeling about the game in terms of execution and like hype levels for it. Obviously, it was a great surprise. Obviously, it's very nostalgic to me. And obviously, like, I'm excited. But, like, excited about what specifically? Because we did get some glimpses of gameplay. And we did see some of the characters and the dinosaur, which I will say the dinosaur itself, like the raptor we saw in the game, I loved the way the dinosaur actually looked. I thought that was actually awesome. Now, the character designs is not what I expected, because I did not expect it to look futuristic, because to be honest, the biggest connection I have to Turok is the PS3 game. And so to me, that's like a military, like, Metal Gear meets dinosaurs, in a way, but in first person. And when I saw the futuristicness, I was kind of like, that's not what I had expected Turok to look like, but I'm not against it. Like, it looks cool. I like the axe. I like the character designs. The fact they're, like, doing these, like, chameleon, like, blending in with, like, reptile skin and stuff like that. I think it looks really cool. I'm not sure how it's going to play, like what it means in terms of Turok lore, because I know nothing about Turok lore, I'll be honest with you. I was way too young when I played the PS3 to even care. And so that definitely threw me off a little bit. And then the gameplay also threw me off a little bit when I first saw it, because, like I said, Turok is a first-person game, but this time around we're going third-person. Now, I actually do think this is a good thing. I think going third person is going to be a W in the long haul. I just think it was not what we expected from a Turok game. Not that we even expected a Turok game to begin with, but here we are. We're talking about it. That's crazy. But now that I've watched the trailer like 8 times, no cap, I'm all for it. I think the gameplay looks really good. Specifically the fact that this is going to be a co-op game. They have specifically said this is going to be a co-op online multiplayer Dino Hunter game. Everybody's comparing this to Monster Hunter, but with dinosaurs. And you know what? I see the vision. I see the vision. It is going to be a high action, high octane dinosaur game with co-op, with friends, futuristic vibes, and I see it. I think if you tried to do a third-person, over-the-shoulder Monster Hunter dinosaur game, and you had it first-person with the military kind of vibe, I don't think it would have worked as well. But I think that you're going with the third-person vibe, and you're going with that futuristic vibe, online, co-op, Monster Hunter formatted. It definitely doesn't look like Monster Hunter. Like, the camera is way closer to the character, and, like, obviously there's going to be a lot more shooting than Melee. But, like, in terms of the format, like, hey, get a squad up. There's this huge dinosaur we have to go kill to earn rewards, to earn loot, to earn materials, to upgrade our armor, to upgrade our weapons, to then we could go take out a bigger dinosaur. That's, to me, like, what this game is trying to do. And I think that's such an awesome idea. I think that's actually such an awesome idea. Because when you look at the gameplay, okay, you're like, okay, this isn't like God of War, like Last of Us. This isn't like, you know, Fallout like type stuff. No, it just looks like a fun shooter mixed with some melee abilities. And I think that's what this game needs, as well as I think the fact that it is futuristic is cool. Adds a little bit of spice to it. Now, the big thing for me here, and I honestly think this is probably the reason, outside the fact that it's just Turok being back, why I'm so excited for this game. And the biggest reason being is it is being developed by Saber Interactive. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who Saber Interactive is, well, they released a game this year. A little game. Just a tiny game. But, people love it, and it's called Warhammer 40K Space Marine. And it just so happens that game is also a co-op, insane action game where you kill monsters, and some of them are shaped like dinosaurs. And if you were watching the Game Awards, you know Warhammer Space Marine 2 was nominated for multiple games, including Best Multiplayer and Best Action Game. And last time I checked, that is exactly what Turok Origins is, ladies and gentlemen. Could we be looking at another Space Marine 2? A game that people loved this year. I thought it was really fun as well. This is interesting. This is interesting, and this is exciting. I think if you are a Turok fan, I think if you are a co-op fan, I think if you are a multiplayer action fan, if you are a dinosaur fan, this is a game to pay attention to. I know it could definitely go under a lot of people's radar. It wasn't at the beginning of the show. It wasn't at the end of the show. It was like right in the middle. It was like a shorter trailer. It can go under a lot of people's radar. But just know that this is an announcement for fans that have waited years and years. This is an announcement for people who love retro games. This is an announcement for people who love dinosaurs. This is an announcement for people who want to see these IPs come back and new IPs get evolved into something greater or something different. This is the definition of taking something some people love, turning it into a new thing for a modern audience. And I think there is huge potential for this. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to be an automatic hit. I'm not saying this is going to be an automatic, amazing game, get nominated for Best Multiplayer, Best Action. But I'm saying there's potential, and I'm liking what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. I do think the Universal partnership is really weird. I'm not sure why it's Universal. I don't know if... Does Universal own the IP to Turok or something? Like, I honestly have no idea why Universal attached this, but hey, the more the merrier, I guess, right? I'm definitely excited for this. Now, again, we're going to have to see more. I want to see like a full-on gameplay breakdown so we can actually see what this gameplay is looking like. But I'm excited, man. And let me know in the comments what your hype level for this is as well. I would love to know and have a chat with you. But thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back with some more games. We have so many more to cover. Man, we're eating right now. Gaming is just kicking on all cylinders. You'll love to see it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Johnny, we're out. Peace.